I hope they heard that.
Probably.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, sorry we're not as excited anymore because we've already made 3 of these, so we're not all hyper anymore. But, yeah, something really exciting happened to us tonight.
It's really, really exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to be straight to the point.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, if you haven't seen who we're talking about 2 guys that are in my blog, right there, that we did last night. Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Okay, in that blog, vlog, I guess is what it's called.
Who cares?
Anyway, yeah, we're talking about those 2 guys. So, we come to the beach carnival.
Again.
And, again. And we walk in, and we were only there to see if these guys were still there. Like, no other reason, because there's nothing exciting there. Like, they have the teacup crowd. We're not going to go into the funny story. We will go into the funny story in maybe a different video later. But, right now. Okay. So they have really uninteresting things. The only reason someone would come is if they wanted to meet somebody or something. Nobody came again. Like, we didn't recognize anyone from the night before. Like, no one. Except for maybe, like, 3-year-olds. They wanted to come again.
Yeah.
But, so we probably look like dorks. Yay. Okay, so we come in, and the ride that was broken the night before.
Maybe that's why that guy hit on us.
What, because we were there again?
Yeah.
And we rode his ride again?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
We didn't mean it.
Ew. But anyway, okay, so the ride that was broken the year before, the day before, we haven't been here yet. Okay, the ride that was broken the day before was fixed this time. So I was like, hey, that ride looks cool. I'm going to go on it because we didn't get to go on it yesterday. So I go over to it, and I get in it, and then I look over across at these 2 guys, and I'm like, hey, that guy kind of looks familiar. And I was like, and if we don't find our guys tonight, then maybe those guys will be cool, and we could meet them. And then it was like this guy that looked exactly like the guy that she had the night before. She had. The guy that she liked the night before. Exactly. And then I saw him talking to somebody, but I couldn't see the other person because he was behind a pole.
So they got off the ride.
Yeah.
And then I saw them, and I recognized them too. I was like, they seem familiar. But then, that was my guy. I was like, he's wearing a different shirt. He's wearing a black shirt this time. So I was like, he's not wearing blue. But then, I look over a few feet, and walking towards him is her guy, wearing bright blue. And I'm like, of course.
It's blue!
And so I'm like screaming inside, oh my gosh, that's them. And so I turn around to Madison, I'm like, they're here, they're here, they're here. And then they see us, and they try to
followed
follow
us.
And we try to play hard to get, and they try to play hard to get. And that's how the whole night just
like,
chaotic.
nobody talked to anybody. We just kept, like, following each other onto each other's rides. And then, like, we'd get on the ride, and then nobody would have any interaction at all. But we both knew that each other was following each other.
And in the meantime, about 8 people talked to us. It's a combination of people hitting on us and people talking to us.
I think there was about 8 people that hit on us and about 12 people that talked to us.
Yeah.
And we don't get hit on very often. Like, it's not a usual thing. And we got hit on, like, within a 30-minute period of time, like, 12 times. Well, 8 times.
12.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And so the only people that didn't were the people that we wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
Figures.
My guy and her guy.
And so, okay. So we're on the last night, the last ride of the night, and we're just like, okay, you know what, forget it. And we even asked to stay half an hour later. Like, come on. No one does that.
No one does that just for people that we've never even talked to.
Yeah. And anyway, so we get on the last ride, our ride, and so we're just sitting there, and then we we hear on the announcement,
again, for the second time, second night in a row, find the guys in the blue shirt.
So we're sitting there, and we're like, fine, you know, whatever, I'm done. And little do we know, right around the corner, out came the 2 guys. Like, I almost peed my pants. I was so excited.
And then they looked at us, and then they ran into the line to get in our ride. And it was, like, about to leave. And they ran up and got on our ride.
Like, of course, it was right, like, exactly across from us. We couldn't see them at all. And they couldn't see us at all.
Yeah. So then we ended up getting off the ride. And they were right behind us at the door. And so we got off, and then we called my mom, and she said we had to come home now. So we couldn't ride it again. But then her guy gets on again, trying to see if we get on again. And so he gets on again.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's what he was trying to do. But you never know. And then my guy stayed off, but he went around the railing to talk to the other guy, and so the other guy kept looking at us. And so I was like, come on, wave at him. Just wave at him and then we'll leave. Just wave at him.
Okay.
And she was like, okay. And then she waved at him. And then we ran away. And so
as
he
fast
was
as we could. It was such an adrenaline rush. That's probably the most exciting thing I've ever done in my whole entire life. I'm not even joking.
yeah, like her guy was already locked in the seat. Like the seat was already closed and he was ready to go. And the ride was about to take off. But then he must have...
As we were running away.
Yeah, as we were running away. So he must have called the guy over to let him out. And so he got let out. He came around and they followed us. They went after us. Like, they wanted to talk to us. They went after us.
They actually followed us until a certain point. Because I did not want to go and talk to them.
Yeah, we ran and ran.
I was so embarrassed.
But they came after us. Like, we were that important to them that they were coming after us.
Like, it's crazy.
It's crazy. And it's like our romantic summer thing. Yeah.
It's actually quite amazing how that happened.
Yeah. To us, it's amazing. You might not think so, but to us, it's just...
Maybe that's happened to you before. I doubt it, but maybe it is, and maybe you find this so boring. But it happened to us, and we're super excited.
Yeah. So, we will give you updates tomorrow, and...
Whether nothing happens or something happens.
Yeah. I hope something happens. Which, I hope that after we waved at them, they will have the guts to say, hey.
Well, they better.
If they don't, then I'm going to go up to them and be like, hey, y'all.
Because technically, I made the first move, and I, vow never to do that.
Yeah, that's not the girl's job. It's the guy's job.
In our opinion.
Yeah, in our opinion. I don't know if you have a different opinion, but yeah. So, yeah. So, we will give you updates tomorrow and the next day on things that go on for the rest of the week. So, hopefully, something good happens.
We're super excited.
Alright, bye y'all.